Julian, can I have your first assessment of the defeat here at Watford?
Very disappointing because it was two different halves, and the first half was honestly very poor, with the ball, without the ball. It was not good, and it was completely different at the second half, with more intensity and more pressure, more quality also with the ball. We create more danger. So yes, we need to learn quickly because we can't expect something on a good result if we play only one half, especially away. So for me, it's easy to explain the game today. Poor first half, very good second half. But when we start to play after 2-0 for the opponent, yes, it's hard to imagine getting a good result at the end.
Was it the transition phases when giving the ball away and then not quite being able to get back? Was that the biggest factor within that first half?
I think no, for me it was first line of pressure. Well, the organization was not good, and I was disappointed because we spoke just before the beginning, the kickoff, that it was a possibility that they play with a back three. And last week we play against Preston against back three. So normally we have the answers, but we need to have the answer after 5 or 10 minutes, not after 45 minutes. So we had to fix a lot of problem at half time. It was better, it was good in the second time. Honestly, they did a very good second half. And yes, I think with the full game today, we could expect another result. But okay, it is what it is. Just we need to learn and be better for the next weeks.
In terms of that half-time approach, does it help after the goal scored right on the stroke of half-time?
I think so. You know, the momentum can change, especially because just before the amazing goal of Vicarage, they had the opportunity to score the third one. And yes, the momentum changed a little bit before the half-time. But it's not only a question of momentum, it's also a question of intensity. And we have seen in the second half that it was completely different. And yeah, we changed something in our approach, but the goal and the main objective at the beginning of the second half, it was the same. It was to start quick, intense, and we didn't succeed to do that. So yes, we need to improve to be better for the next game.
What specifically was different about the press within the second 45?
You know, I think it was a question of timing with the first line, and a question also of timing with our fullback to press the wing back, and how we recover also the second ball in the second half, because we won a lot of second balls. So if you want to realize a good pressure, you need to be well organized with a good timing, but you need also to recover the second balls. And in the second half, it was perfect. Especially the first 30 minutes. After that, yes, with the fatigue at the end of the game, the last 10 or 15 minutes probably, they had more spaces, so they succeed sometimes with Bar, especially with Bar, to create 1-against-1, but it was normal at the end of the game. Yeah, but the first 30 minutes for me, it was very good. They were very good, and yes, we want to play like this. We want to see the team play like this, with the same intensity, with this approach. So yes, I hope we will be able to do that quickly, more than 45 minutes.
And what was the change in approach with the whole system, really, when Jean Seller came onto the field, moving chair to the right and so on?
Yes, but it was more because Caddy had the cramp at the end of the game, and we didn't have enough a winger on the bench, so we need to change the position of the players. That's why Ely played on the right side to finish, and we decide to play with two strikers, with Zan and Rich. Yes, to put more pressure on the defensive line, but that means also we had one link less in the midfield, and we saw at the end of the game that we didn't succeed to stay a long time in the opponent half. So yes, we had some possibility, but when we play with two real strikers, it's different regarding the animation. And we had also Kerian, who was very tired at the end of the game, so it was more difficult to move and to jump on the right side with Kier. But yes, it was an option more to have more offensive player to finish the game and try to score.
And what did you make of Kone's first few minutes as a Rangers player?
Yeah, I think he entered 25 minutes, I think so. So yeah, he did only 2 training sessions. He didn't do a lot of sessions the last 2 or 3 weeks. So yes, we can see he's able to hold up the ball and powerful. But we need to develop him also physically, of course, to be at 100%. I think it's not the case for the moment, but it's normal. So we will have the 2 or 3 next weeks to develop him, and I hope after the international break he will be okay 100% and to compete and to be ready.
And what happens in the week now between now and Coventry next weekend?
Yeah, just analyze why we did this first half, analyze also why we did the second half, and to understand that we need to play immediately with a lot of intensity. And after that, it will be, I think, a different game against Coventry because they have different strength and different way to play. So it will be completely different and probably harder than today. So anyway, we need to be ready since the first second until the last second.